welcome to another episode of Nerds to Men. I'm Brad Reed, joined by the infamous Gog.
What's up?
And the not-so-infamous Cameo.
What's up?
I'm dogging on you today. I'm sorry.
Well, you are a dog, so
I should let off. I should let off. Let's get into it, though. There's been a bunch of stuff happening since we met a couple weeks ago, and I want to get right into it. Let's start with The Defenders, released on Netflix. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's been out a little while, so I say spoiler it up, guys.
Yeah.
It's time to spoil that bad boy.
First of all, it was what, 8 episodes?
Yep.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Loved it.
Loved it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't love it.
Why?
I did start liking it more as time went by.
Okay.
But it is just in my list of the favorite Netflix shows, it's only above Iron Fist, probably.
Really?
The reasons I didn't like it, all right?
So you like it more, you liked Jessica Jones more than you liked Defenders?
Yes.
Boo.
Way better villain in my mind.
Yeah, he was a good villain.
Yeah. So I did think that The Defenders was a good show. My first complaint was it took like 2, maybe 3 episodes before we got real action.
No, it was the second episode at the very end of it.
Yeah. So I didn't like that because there was all this build-up, like we got to catch up real quick. But I felt like that's what those other shows were for.
Okay, I want to retort and say that I really enjoyed the fact that it took these separate stories and weaved them together like that.
Yeah.
Because there was those moments where, like, okay, each like person is chasing a different thing, and then all of a sudden they are all intertwined.
Yeah.
And they start piecing those together. I was like, I really enjoyed that. I thought it was cool to like see those stories kind of intersect.
And I did too, to a point, but I thought it just took too much time. Like, that's why I wish they would have done a little bit towards the end of the other seasons to kind of set it up. So
maybe
that,
like set it up in the first episode.
Yeah, that way we don't have to.
Two.
Now, the next part is a criticism and also a compliment, I guess. I thought some of the best fight scenes were between the Defenders.
That's what Beardy's saying right here. He says the Iron Fist and Daredevil fight was great.
Yeah. Luke Cage and Iron Fist. I mean,
that was awesome too.
I liked all of the fight scenes. Like, they did some really, really cool stuff. And I even went back after I finished it and started watching Daredevil season 2 again.
Yeah,
just for like the fight scenes. That's what I love about these shows.
The fight scenes were pretty dope.
Yeah, they were. They were good.
And Iron Fist, Finn Jones, actually did a lot better.
I
did do better.
Yeah, I recognize that. Like, it seems like he's gone through a lot more training since the actual Iron Fist series.
Although he's the worst of all of them because he only is a superhero when he gets his little fist going.
Well, see, the thing, exactly. The thing is, too, is just like this dude is the champion of Kunlun.
Yeah.
And he's getting his butt kicked every single
which
way.
There was a, I forget who says it. I think it was Rosario Dawson. Refrigerator body. Callback.
She does, though. I mean,
Colleen said something
hot.
about like he is the Iron Fist, and she goes, "Yeah, he'll tell people that anytime he gets the chance to."
That
was pretty funny.
That was hilarious. There were some funny lines in the show too. Although I thought some of them, like with Luke Cage, they tried to give him some zingers, and I thought they kind of just went,
Yeah. Well, I was afraid from watching the previews. I was afraid it was going to be too cheesy.
Yeah,
because some of the lines that they presented in the previews were pretty cheesy.
Yeah,
but the overall tone of the entire series was not really that cheesy at all.
I liked when Foggy called her Super Joan Jett when he was talking about Jessica Jones.
And his hair looks a lot better.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
He looks more like a lawyer.
Yeah, he needed a haircut.
But hey, I guess when you have your own business, you can dress however you want, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was my criticism, like for the first part. Once we got into the second half of the season, maybe like episodes 4 through 8, there was a couple times where I thought it dragged a little bit, but for the most part, I liked it. I liked the whole deal with Elektra. Although I never, the guy who was Colleen's master when she was in the hand.
Oh yeah.
I never understood why they brought him back from the dead.
Because there were 5 of them, remember?
Yeah, there were 5 fingers of the hand.
Yeah.
He was one of those fingers.
So they had to bring him back.
Yeah.
Okay. Because out of all the people to bring back, he
was kind of lame.
Yeah.
But he still was one of the 5 fingers.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Sigourney Weaver, I thought she was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really liked the twist, because, and that's one of the things. Some of these seasons maybe are a little too long. I don't know. But you get like a couple different arcs going. This one was a singular arc, but it changed, what was it? Right at the end, I guess, maybe episode 7.
Yeah.
Spoilers. But Elektra kills her, and then she doesn't really take over the hand, but she's still not a good person.
Yeah, she's thinking of herself.
She's like, you guys can't mess with me. Like, try if you want to, but not going to happen.
But she had some great fight scenes, and her fight scenes with Finn Jones looked pretty good, I thought.
All right, I want to bring this up. I don't know if you guys felt the same way. At the end, on episode 8, when it seems like Daredevil was dead, which, by the way, like I realized they're doing Daredevil season 3, but still, when he was like supposedly dead, I almost cried a little bit.
Yep.
And I don't like when shows provoke emotion like that within me. And I was sitting on the couch just like... not gonna let it happen.
Thug tears. These are thug
not gonna
tears.
let it happen.
Yeah. No,
it was sad. It was like he's my favorite guy. Like I think he's my favorite out of all of them.
I just hate that and all the shows do it. The comic books do it. I get it. I just get tired of nobody's ever really dead.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, it's not the Lazarus Pit because that's DC, but same difference essentially.
Yeah. So, but you knew, and I knew. Okay, he's going to be alive.
Yeah.
But I almost kind of appreciate that, like I say, spoilers, it's all spoilers. So if you're just tuning in, it was the end of it. I just appreciated that there wasn't like a cliffhanger, I guess. Because you never know when the next season's coming out.
I mean, it was kind of a cliffhanger, though.
Well, but they came back.
The very last scene was like, tell so-and-so that
Maggie,
he woke up.
Yeah,
tell Maggie.
Which is his mom in the comics.
Yeah.
Right. But, I mean, you're not sitting there thinking, is Daredevil really dead?
Right.
Yeah.
Even though we all know he's not.
Right.
So I'm glad that they weren't like, like leaving it like that necessarily. So.
What's up, Christian?
Chewie, what up, son?
What's going on, man? We're talking about The Defenders on Netflix.
The Defenders.
So, I mean, like I say, I would give it a solid 90. Like, it wasn't I couldn't give it a B.
9 out of 10. Okay.
But I couldn't say that it's knocked it out of the park. I loved it.
I was kind of skeptical going in just because like Iron Fist was okay but not great, and based on like the previews that I saw, it seemed like it was going to be kind of cheesy. So going in, I wasn't expecting a lot, but when I was watching it, I really, really enjoyed it. Like I was more impressed than I thought I was going to be.
Yeah, going into it, I had low expectations just because of everybody talking about how bad it was, and of course Iron Fist too. But I mean, again, I'm like, Luke Cage is going to be in it, Jessica Jones, Daredevil. I mean, I liked all of their shows.
And at one point, I was like, Luke Cage has banged 90% of the girls in the room.
Yeah.
I had a lot of laugh out loud moments just watching it, like just the interactions. I think the funniest parts were the interactions between them.
Yeah. And Colleen, I thought she was again. She was
badass,
really great.
As always.
Yeah. I really liked that they brought her character in.
I was watching it with subtitles on because I'm hard of hearing to begin with. And anytime they go, it says scoff.
Yeah.
Which happened, I don't know how many times. Like, I want to go back and count.
Was it Jessica Jones? No,
it was all of them. They're always just like...
But I did kind of fanboy out whenever Iron Fist was tied up to the chair right before Stick was, offed in the show.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah. And when like him and Luke Cage were talking, they're like, "Hey man, we need to team up. We can do this." I kind of fanboyed out on that. I'm like,
that was a
snap.
great moment.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're hinting towards an Iron Man Luke, like a Power Man Luke Cage or Power Man and Iron Fist show on Netflix.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
They had really great chemistry.
Let me ask you this. Would you take that over a separate season? Would you rather just have an Iron Fist, Luke Cage join up? Because I think I would too.
I would rather have a second season of Luke Cage.
Yeah.
And no second season of Iron Fist.
That's fair.
Basically, his second season will be of him and Power Man. So
right.
I would like that. I would like that. But
I do have to say, like I said, after I finished that, I was like, I haven't had enough. It was only 8 episodes, so I started watching Daredevil Season 2 again, and I am so stoked about Punisher.
Oh, me too, man. They kind of took, Netflix and Marvel took my suggestion tease us at the very end of a season.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Thank you.
Well, let me ask you this too: with the Punisher coming up, well, we don't know when that one's coming up.
Supposedly in November. Supposedly.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm excited about the series is that John Bernthal had a direct influence on the character, and he basically, like, I guess the producers were trying to steer it in a direction where he's like kind of likable, almost hero-like.
Yeah.
And he kept telling them, I don't want him to be likable. He doesn't need to be the hero. I don't want people to view him as a hero.
Yeah.
He's not a good person.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that because, you know, like, it's fun to watch that gritty, just a guy just killing. I mean, we don't get to do that in real life, so it's fun to watch other people do that in fiction.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And his comic book, that's the Punisher. Like, nobody likes him.
Yeah.
He helps those who are in need.
Right.
And just because he doesn't want, he doesn't, the system doesn't always work.
Right.
So he takes the system into his own hands.
Hey, Christian Cox was asking, was the Punisher teaser at the end of the Defenders?
No.
It was released separately, right?
Well, yeah, and they have like a teaser trailer that doesn't
Yeah.
have a lot of information. I was just speaking specifically on like going back and rewatching season 2.
Right.
So good. God, that show is like, it's so good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love Daredevil. See, Daredevil season 1 and 2, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Defenders, and then Iron Fist for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask you guys before we move
I would
on,
have put Defenders before Jessica Jones, but that's just my opinion.
I can
But
respect
I did like
that.
Purple Man, though. Purple Man was
Yeah.
awesome. He was
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, so I've heard that like all the Disney stuff is going off of Netflix.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're coming out with their own streaming service.
So are we going to see like the Punisher and the rest of these series moved over?
No. That was something that they touched on, is that all the Marvel properties are going to stay on Netflix.
Okay.
That's dope.
I mean, I don't know. It wouldn't probably affect me too much, but if they moved, but
Well, I'm not
I
gonna pay
prefer
for
to
a
keep it on
Disney streaming
Netflix.
service.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I might.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I mean, why not? Don't you always want to build a snowman when there's snow?
Oh, yeah, but I'm already paying for like 5 other things. Like, I don't want to pay for another thing.
Well, hey, this is what we're going to do.
yeah.
We're going to pirate that shit.
That's right. Or, hey, somebody buys it, and then we all take each other's passwords, and then bam.
That's
That's how
we do it
That's
anyway.
something that we don't do.
Yeah, never.
So if any of you guys want to provide your passwords for
Yes.
us so that we can do research for our podcast,
To entertain you guys.
feel free.
let's do this. Let's start with Joker. Or no, I'm sorry. The Batman and Harley Quinn animated.
We're going in.
Okay.
We're segueing into DC territory.
Yeah, we are.
We've been heavy on the Marvel. It's time for some DC.
Right. Did everybody get to watch the Batman and Harley Quinn
Yes,
I
animated?
did not, but you said it was underwhelming.
It was underwhelming. There was some funny parts about it.
There was a lot of funny parts about it.
It was comical.
Okay, so the voice actress that did Harley was the girl that's
No,
on.
she wasn't good.
She's the girl that's on. What's it called? The nerd.
The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Melissa
Not good?
Rauch, or I'm not sure how you say her name.
I don't.
Not good?
Now I thought she did okay, but she was missing that.
Mr. J.
She had the right accent, but she was just missing a little bit of. I can't place my finger on it, but she wasn't playing it up like it should have been. I think
In the cartoons, it's an overly exaggerated voice, which is appropriate for the cartoons.
yeah.
I don't want to get into Suicide Squad because it just makes me angry, and I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, I thought Harley Quinn was fine in Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
In the cartoon, though,
she was attractive.
There's a scene, and
Mr. J.
like we said, like this whole show's spoiling everything.
Yeah.
But there's a scene where Harley Quinn's in the back seat of the Batmobile. Batman and Robin are in the front, or is it Nightwing?
Nightwing, yeah.
Who actually. They paid homage to the mullet. Yeah,
yes.
you had brought it up.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have one in this one, but she makes fun of him after they hook up. You heard that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightwing and Harley Quinn got it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And I actually thought that was weird. Like, I didn't see why that was.
Was it weirder than Batman and Batgirl?
It was equally. Like, I'm like, why? Neither of those was necessary, but
Everybody loves they like a nice romance story.
If I was 15, I'd be like, dope. You'd be like, yeah. Now it's just like, boing.
We just went into like AM radio talk show.
I went to the theater to go see it.
You did?
And,
without me. Perfect.
You saw it without me.
I was not invited either.
I didn't even know you were even watching it.
I didn't know you were going to the theater.
I had to work. I couldn't have gone, even if I wanted to. So next time, Cameo and I are going to go by ourselves and not invite Brad.
Well, that's how it goes anyway.
Oh, whatever. Y'all seen movies tons of times without me.
I know. That's why I'm trying to balance it out.
So how was the theater experience?
It was kind of cool. There was, grown men in there.
Yeah.
And
A lot of grown men.
A lot of grown men.
I would imagine.
There were some parents in there bringing their children.
Yeah.
And there was this mom who was sitting alone,
Ooh la la.
but brought her kids, and they were sitting in the front, right? So they're up there, and I'm like, oh God, like they're talking dirty in the show,
Yeah.
And I'm just like looking at this mom, and she's just like, well, I can't do anything about it, so like I brought them here, so it was hilarious watching a mom kind of squirm in her seat.
So the scene I was telling you about, she's in the back seat, and she rips one.
Like a toot?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a toot.
Yeah, like
It was a fork.
It was a trumpet. It was a trumpet. And so Nightwing is like, Batman, roll up the window or roll down the windows, and Batman's like, nope. And he keeps driving. And then what does he say? It smells. He's like, smells like. What did he say?
Oh, what is it?
He's like, it smells like
discipline.
Yeah. That's what he said. It smells like discipline.
Batman says that. Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
and it's so weird.
It was weird.
Hearing
it was so
him
weird.
try to play a funny person.
Yeah,
because his voice is so serious.
Yeah.
It's just like I can't take it.
Smells like discipline.
Yeah, it was great though.
Yeah.
But other than that, there was the movie kind of lost. I thought it lost. It went off the track a little bit as it went on. It was this went from promising to.
I feel like that's been the case with a lot of the DC animated movies lately.
Yeah, the last few.
Because they did some great ones, and then
Right.
it's just I feel like they're just trying to produce things.
You know what I think is wrong?
Landing.
They got away from those New 52 Batman kind of type stories that they were doing, and I think if they went back to some more of that, it would be great.
Yeah, that was a fantastic storyline.
Yeah. A lot of it was
the best.
So,
I am interested in though one of the new Batman storylines they're doing. They have a Batman that's basically like the Joker, but Batman. Mm-hmm. I can't remember if it's a part of Batman Metal, which is one of the new storylines. But I saw some images and it was terrifying and awesome.
Right.
Because it's a Joker version of the Batman, but still Batman attire, creepy smile, and he has a whole legion of little Robins that are all evil too.
Oh, that's cool.
nice.
So it's really I don't know. Maybe some of you that actually read comic books might be able to give us some insight, but the images I've seen were just awesome. They were great.
I wanted to real quick say hi to Eric and Michelle. They joined in.
What's up, guys?
Nathan and Rachel also as well.
What's up, guys?
I met Eric. This will be a side note, but I met Eric in Huntington Beach. I went down there.
Oh, cool.
Right before I came back to Oklahoma City, I went down to the beach and was going to.
Must have been nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I was watching the eclipse from the pier. And I'm walking down to this guy, Eric. He's sitting there watching, and he starts talking to me. And you know me, when I'm out in public, I don't talk to anybody, you know?
No, you're like I am.
Yeah. And so he started talking to me, and I was like, cool. So I just sat there and started talking to him. He was a really great guy. We started watching some guy came by with the glasses, and we kind of watched the eclipse.
I was in school, and my teacher was so excited about the eclipse. Like, oh, let's all go outside together and bleep, 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 bleep. There's a lot happening in the Bat realm.
Yeah, and not all of it. It's stuff that I would normally under some circumstances be like, yes,
it's a cluster cluck.
But this news is not great to me. There's 4 different Joker movies, or at least 3 that I know.
Okay,
of.
there's the new announcement of Scorsese's Joker Origins movie, which first of all, the Joker doesn't have an origin.
I know.
Is this going to solidify his origin?
I don't know. Okay, so that movie, everything about it except for the origin part sounds freaking amazing.
I'm excited because it's not going to have Jared Leto as gangster, thug-a-lug Joker, which is fine.
You know, I don't want to see an origin film.
I don't either.
I mean,
okay, what if they had the kid that plays Jerome on Gotham?
See, okay.
That'd be great, but I don't want it to be an origin movie.
Yeah, there's a couple of origin stories already out.
Yeah.
So why do we need anything else?
They're going to go based... From my speculation, they're going to go with the Red Hood storyline.
I mean, that would be fine too. But if that's as far back as it goes, I'm okay with that.
But we have already.
But
seen
then that's going to be more like the killing joke.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't want to see that.
Can they leave it open to speculation? That's the thing. Can they do an origin story, but still keep it open enough to say that might have been the case, but nah, it might not be.
Okay, so
that's the origin of the Joker. And from what I remember. With this new run of the DC Comics, they were supposed to have 3 different Jokers. They were supposed to have 3 different original storylines. And I haven't heard any details about any of that.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, they've said that there was 3 different Jokers along the way. Like, I don't think Batman... At the time, he wasn't sure that, which one was which.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's also hard to, recognize because Batman's been around since the 40s?
Maybe earlier than that, yeah. But
30s or 40s, and he's still the same Batman, which doesn't make any sense. Unless you go into the Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Batman.
Batman.
No, but, like I say, you say Scorsese, which he's producing.
Scorsese.
But not directing. But either way.
No, he's a producer.
I love every movie, every movie he's ever done.
It's supposed to be the director from the Hangover movies.
That's right.
Which is unusual.
Which is weird. But they were saying also that the movie's going to be a gritty movie like Taxi Driver.
Right.
So I was like, cool. But then, again, like I say, origin movie. The origin of the Joker is of no interest to me.
Yeah, we don't want to know where he came from.
And I'm a huge Joker fan.
Yeah.
We want to know where he is now.
Yeah.
And, all the shenanigans he's up to.
And because... That's the thing. You look at the comic books, you look at some of the movies, especially The Dark Knight. It was always, what was mysterious about him is he'd just come from nowhere.
Right.
He'd just drop out of nowhere.
Of the Joker.
And then he'd go somewhere and you didn't know where he was. And that was what was terrifying, was that he could come and do all kinds of damage.
He's essentially dead, and then he shows up and cuts his own face off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like the Michael Myers of the comic book world. Michael Myers, with the Rob Zombie movies where they made him a little more human. I thought that took away because he's like the boogeyman. The Joker is too. But when you start humanizing him and putting him like I say,
you're almost they're trying to make you sympathize with the character.
Yeah, I don't want to sympathize with him because I think that's what made him so interesting to me was he was just such a homicidal badass.
Yeah, and what's his name? Heath Ledger played him wonderfully.
Yeah, right. And even in that one,
because he gave 2 or 3 different backstories.
Yeah, exactly.
Each time he was confronting someone.
Do you know how I want to? I got these scars.
And for all we don't know about the Joker, which is how I want to keep it, all of those could have been real inside of his head.
Yeah.
We don't know. So a couple other movies coming out that are going to involve the Joker. Now these are going to have Jared Leto.
Yes.
Gotham City Sirens probably going to be involved with that, probably like Suicide Squad, I would imagine, where he's kind of on the
What I've
periphery.
understood from that, though, these are just all online articles, so I don't know the validity of any of these, but from what I understand, they're kind of putting Gotham City Sirens on the back burner, and they're going to be doing a Joker and Harley standalone movie.
That was the other one I was going to mention, too. That one sounds like crap.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible.
I don't want to see that movie. I think it's going to be like a Hot Topic type of...
It's going to be a rom-com.
Yeah.
It's basically just so they can sell
10 Things I Hate About You, but not Heath Ledger.
T-shirts to, with Joker and Harley on them to 14-year-old girls.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what this movie... And I don't know anything about the movie, but that's what it smells like to me.
Fart.com, that movie.
And I don't want to see, some messed up love, story.
He didn't love her. He treated her like garbage. If you understand the relationship between the Joker and Harley Quinn, he treated her like garbage, and she put up with
And
it.
if I want to watch something like that, I'll turn on Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's going to be The Notebook and clown makeup.
50 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah. It's going to be 50
Shades of Things That I Hate About You.
Yeah, 50 reasons I won't go see this movie. Even though, like I say, you tell me that there's 3 Joker movies in the works. Normally, I'm like,
Yeah, you would think
Yeah.
like, oh, that's exciting, but no.
Although even just the 3, like that to me, that automatically tells me they're gonna.
Well, in Suicide
They're going to
Squad,
water down his character.
Yeah, Suicide Squad 2 is on the back burner as well. They did a big release on San Diego Comic-Con about all of the DC movies that are fixing to come out, and Suicide Squad 2 was not on there. Gotham City Sirens was not on there. They had Wonder Woman 2. They had the Shazam movie, I think was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That Shazam movie's been in the works for like 30 years now.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like they don't know what they're doing, and they're scrambling to try to figure it out.
Which is amazing. I just don't understand how you could not. I mean, let us take care of it.
Exactly.
Or just don't do it in the public. Like, it's embarrassing.
Well, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
almost
it is.
embarrassing to be like, you guys obviously have no idea what you're doing.
It's just sad because when it comes to Marvel movies, you're like, yep, gonna go see that.
Yep.
Can't wait. Thor
and it's
Ragnarok,
usually great. Like,
marked on my calendar, you
Yep.
know? I wish I could sleep till Thor comes out.
yeah.
That'd be a nice little nap.
DCEU right now, I'm like, ugh, I don't
Yeah.
even know. When does Justice League come out?
The 17th, I think, of November.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited about that. But it's like if you put on a pair of roller skates and slipped on a banana peel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Lucy or whoever keep pulling the football out in front
Right.
of us.
Lucy, you got some splendid. Different Lucy.
Yeah.
But anyways, doesn't matter.
So I don't know what they need to do. I think they need to try
Get
to
their shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
It's not. It doesn't. Like I said, it just doesn't seem like it should be that hard.
It shouldn't be. Like, these are some grown people
Yeah.
that supposedly love the comic books.
And like I'm saying, comic book fans let it be made known what we want.
Well, of course,
Yeah.
and it's easy. Like, it's
We
just
wanted
check social media,
Flashpoint.
right?
Yeah.
And that happened, and
and
that's
they
great.
said,
That's fantastic.
Nerds to Men said Flashpoint. We're gonna make it.
And
Yeah.
and that's a kind of cool thing too about the social experience on the internets and stuff. On the internets, I sound old.
Yeah.
Them old internet.
Hey, tell me one of them dad jokes.
Well,
Candy.
heck.
But anyways, it's like social media has like so much power these days.
Yeah.
Because I would say the Wachowskis, they have this show on Netflix called Sense8.
Right.
Got canceled, but they put like the listeners or the watchers all over, put a petition together.
Yeah.
And they're coming back with a final 2-hour, series finale
Right.
of the show. And it's just like, they listen to us.
Right.
Like Netflix and, the Wachowskis listen to us. And like, why isn't DC listening to anything?
I just don't know. I have no
as
idea.
a corporation, they're intertwined with Warner Brothers. So as a
Yeah.
corporation,
I think it's probably Warner Brothers is probably the
exactly.
issue.
They're like, we need to make as much money as possible. They don't give a shit about like the shows or the
Yeah.
fans. They're like, okay, here's the numbers from this movie that we put out. Here's the numbers from this movie that we put out. How do we capitalize? How do we make the most money? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Blah, 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 blah,
and,
blah, blah.
and that's the thing too. It's just like,
Check sign.
like I know people in Warner Brothers have kids, and that grew up watching.
Maybe they don't though. Maybe they're like lizard people.
Oh, okay, maybe.
They are the lizard people.
But I mean, Warner Brothers
We're getting
had the
to that
Batman
planet.
animated series, so it's just
Yeah.
like, come
Yeah.
on, guys, y'all could at least take some stories from those.
But see, they knew that we wanted more of the animated series. They gave us Batman and Harley.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
No,
When
we're
are we
like,
going to get an Animaniacs live action movie?
Oh, dude, if we got that, dude,
I just
I would
wanted
die a
more
happy
Pinky
man.
in the Brain. That's I want some
Yeah.
Pinky in the Brain.
Like a gritty, like
or a Ren and
yeah,
Stimpy.
where like Pinky like beats on the brain.
yeah.
Like you're small.
What-
Well, I'm smarter.
But hey, Ren and Stimpy though.
Ren and Stimpy. I love
Dude,
Ren
I would
and
love a
Stimpy.
live action Ren and Stimpy.
That would be dope. What if Ren and Stimpy and Pinky in the Brain had to Suicide Squad it?
Ooh, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
All right.
I will tell you this embarrassing story real quick. So when I was younger, Ren and Stimpy was all the rage, and there was this one episode where Stimpy, the cat, was farting, right? And he had a little green bubble, little green gas cloud that
Yeah.
would come out, and I tried to see if I had a green bubble. So I took a mirror and put it by my butt. And I'm looking, farted. No green bubble, dude. I was so upset.
You're like, well, that was just a fart.
Like, cartoons are fake. That's
Where's
what I
my
realized
green
cartoons are fake.
friend?
I always liked that cinnamon toast man.
That was powdered toast man.
Flew backwards, got stuff stuck in his butt. Hilarious.
So bad.
That show was so bad. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy.
That was
if you're in a state that's legal, that's the thing to watch. You forget what I'm saying.
Shut up.
Ren and Stimpy and some bong. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gosh, cartoons back in the day was crazy, man. You thinking about it now?
Well, now that's like it's almost like they all copy like Ren and Stimpy in a way.
They're trying to.
Because before, to me, Ren and Stimpy, I think, kind of broke it all open with the weirder stuff. To me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. There may have been some other stuff.
I think SpongeBob is the only one that's close to Ren and Stimpy these days.
Have you seen Death Note on Netflix yet?
No, I haven't. Heard it was pretty good.
I'm about to watch it.
I'm going to watch it tonight, too.
There's a couple movies that I really want to see. It's that one. Go ahead.
Okay, so there's this guy that I work with, Riley. Huge anime fan. We got to get him on and talk about some anime once in a while. But he said that if you do not watch Death Note, like the anime show, don't watch it just yet. Watch the movie first. Because he says the movie is good, but there's some things that are, kind of off, but the movie was still good. So if you're an anime person, go check it out. And I'm definitely going to go check it out when I get home.
It's got Willem Dafoe.
Oh, yes. And see, that's awesome, too.
The Death Note movie does?
Yeah, Willem Dafoe's in it. Yeah.
So instead of doing a Joker, instead of doing a Joker origin movie, why can't we just do a Willem Dafoe Joker movie?
Because they're just not going to do it.
You know what?
Us.
You know what would be awesome?
Hate everybody.
If Willem Dafoe played the Joker in the Scorsese movie.
Scorsese.
Oh, sorry. It's French.
That would be dope if they were going to do
Willem Dafoe.
If they were going to do an original movie.
Willem Dafoe.
Hey, I would like that, dude.
Oh, this is what I would think would be great. Okay, this was an idea I had the other day. Origin Joker movie. Have whoever whoever you're going to cast as a young person, but then have a sequence at the end that's 15 years later, and have Mark Hamill do just a brief scene as the Joker.
Right.
That would be awesome. He posted on Instagram the other day of, I guess somebody did a fan art of his face as the Joker. It was pretty creepy.
Well, he did that stupid cameo on Flash season,
the Trickster.
whatever. Yeah. That looked like the Joker, basically, like Earth 3 Trickster.
Yeah.
It's just make him the Joker already.
Yeah.
Come on, give him one chance.
It seems like I've heard people mention too, it would be cool if there was a Batman Beyond movie where he was the Joker.
Yeah, you could even have Kevin Conroy be Batman.
Yeah, an old decrepit Batman.
Yes.
Yeah. So if Cameo's Batman, he's old decrepit Batman.
Cameo, we need you to say this into the microphone because everything that you say comes true.
Yep. What they said.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that'll work.
No, seriously. Let's do a Batman Beyond movie.
That would be awesome.
Let's have Mark Hamill as Batman.
Yeah.
I'm Batman. Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
down for that.
Cat, this pretty kitty.
Maybe he kind
Jessica,
of passes
she's
the
our
torch
intern.
to another Joker,
That would be kind of cool. I watched The Return of the Joker on a long time ago, and I didn't realize that I think it was Tim Drake that became the Joker in the Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
So they should really do something like that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
What if he was so bad, he was the worst Joker I ever, and I don't mean like he's not a good Joker, but he's really good. He's too good.
Awful.
And so Mark Hamill has to join up with Batman.
You're writing a story that I just cream my pants a little bit.
Yeah.
a Batman and Joker movie team up.
Where they have to team up?
Yeah, they have to.
Dude.
And then
they love each other
they're
already.
really old.
Yes.
It's the longest running love story of all time.
Yeah.
That people just don't want to acknowledge or recognize. But Batman and Joker is the longest running love story ever recorded in history.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, so, we talked about things that we don't understand why they can't just get them made. Here's something that was pretty much a softball. They got it made, and I haven't started it yet, but Gog,
I have.
You have, and you're going to kind of give us a preview of it, and then we're going to talk about it after me and Cameo watch it.
Yeah, I don't want to get spoiled.
How far are you into
spoilery?
The Tick?
I've watched 4 episodes. And
how many are there?
I'm not certain how long the whole season is, but They released a pilot on Amazon probably
last year.
4 months, 5 months ago. Has it been a year?
That's been a year.
I
It's
want
been
to
a
say
while.
it was like last year, but
Okay.
maybe it was just earlier.
Maybe it was earlier this year. Maybe.
Yeah, and I watched it and I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, cool. I want to see more of that. And continuing watching it, yes, like absolutely, it's great. It's funny, but it's great in the sense that it's not just funny, but it's a compelling storyline.
Yeah, and like even with that first episode that they put out, that pilot, you don't have to wait for like this long build up of I'm gonna be the tick or not.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and like the original, so you had the cartoon.
Yeah.
And then you had the first live action series.
Right.
The guy that voices Joe from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Lemony Snicket's for all you younger people. Which wasn't great. I enjoyed it for what it was.
I liked it. I liked that.
Yeah,
show.
and it had Batman-Well, who was the guy that has the eye that's always wearing eyeliner, but that's just the way his eyes look. He's from Lost.
Yeah.
Well,
He sure
everybody.
is.
Recently, he was in. I know he was.
He was the mayor on Dark Knight.
Yes, he was. He was also the sheriff on Bates Motel.
Yeah.
So
You all, everybody.
we had to get that in. You all, everybody. But yeah. Batman
So
Well.
that, like, I enjoyed that series, but it was pretty stupid. Like this
But
one,
that's what made it good.
of course. And this one is not like it's silly, but it's really well done. The
Yeah.
production value is fantastic, and what I love about it is the guy that originally made the Tick is the creator of this show as well.
Nerds to Men.
Yeah. Writing credit. No. His name is Ed something or other.
It's like, don't put my name on that.
All right, so for those of you that need a brief history of the Tick, it was created by Ben Edlund, who originally was working with a local comic book store, and they were wanting some like pamphlets for publicity, basically. So he came up with this character in his mind that was just used for like promotional things for this comic book store. He then took that character, made it into like a kind of comic strip kind of a series, and it got there was so much like reception for it that he kept doing it, and then it picked up. And I'm sure some of you guys have seen it. Is the cartoon series from what was it like the
Fox.
Yeah, from like the early 90s.
Yeah.
So that
Fox
was
Kids.
Fox Kids. And then it got picked up as a live action series.
Which was also on Fox, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Which was terrible, but great, and only lasted for about 9 episodes, I think.
Yeah, it was that bad.
I just can't believe it was only that much because my memory serves, which it doesn't.
Well,
it seemed
'cause-
like it was on longer.
Because I feel like shows back then it took like 2 weeks to get an episode out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I agree with
apparently,
that.
Peter Serafino is the actor that plays the Tick in the current iteration, and he was on Shaun of the Dead, if you're familiar
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
yeah. He's awesome. I like him.
And as the
he's
Tick,
he's also in the Guardians of the Galaxy,
yeah.
the first one.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's fantastic as the Tick. He's really, really, really funny.
Yeah, he did great.
I guess that Kevin Smith had a part in bringing this new iteration to life.
Oh,
Makes
nice.
sense.
With working with Amazon, I watched an interview with Ben Edlund, the creator, and he said that he was in negotiations with Amazon for about 3 years for the series, and was trying to get out of like the mind frame of like typical television syndication.
Yeah.
Kind of like revamping the concept of creating a show like this. And like I said, I've seen about 4 episodes, and so far it's fantastic. Like, it's engaging. There's a lot of humor in it, but there's also like a very like solid storyline.
Yeah.
And it's compelling. It makes you like enjoy and like follow the characters and everything.
All the characters look pretty like legit.
Yeah. And I mean, CG has come such a long way since the last iteration of
Yeah.
the live action version, so they're able to do things that are kind of more engaging on a better budget, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from what they were saying, like, it's difficult to try to do superhero comedy, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you saw that with Powerless.
That's down the toilet, which I love that show.
I loved it too.
Yeah.
I thought it was great, and I don't understand why it got canceled. Other than maybe enough people didn't watch it, but I would love to see it on Netflix or something, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's just gone now. But I thought it was a great show.
Vanessa
actually.
Hudgens did awesome in it.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
she was.
You know, I
Wasn't
watched,
naked enough though.
No, but hey, you need to watch So You Think Can Dance.
Really?
She's one of the judges on there now.
Really?
And
Was she in that movie with no. Was she?
Spring Breakers?
Yeah.
yeah, she was in there.
I thought so. Okay, never mind.
But yeah, she
was naked enough in that.
Yeah, not really, but it is what it is.
Stupid.
But yeah,
Teeny
she
weeny. Teeny. I don't know.
she's in that show, and then like the not the last one, but the show before, she just basically had on a bra. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, dang, girl.
Dang.
Dang, holla.
Just so our listeners understand, this is the men part of our
Yeah.
Nerds to Men podcast.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she it's crazy because in Powerless, she is the same person in real life.
She's so bubbly.
Yeah, and that's how she is on the show.
is
On
she?
So You Think You Can Dance. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
I loved that show. God, it
I
was
know.
so funny.
I know.
I know.
So bummed.
Bring
All
it
right.
back, NBC.
Ron Funches was on a podcast, on the Comedy Bang Bang podcast, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just usually I'm on shows that get canceled,"
Darn it.
Right on.
which
All
is
right.
really funny. But besides the point,
So yeah, everybody needs to get caught up on the tick because we'll kind of get a little bit more into
it's
it.
good. If
Yeah.
you're into it, like check it out. It's good.
Watch the Inhumans,
Yes.
and we'll
I mean,
see
if you don't, it'll come out later on TV on ABC. So, I mean,
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Is it? You think is it going to be like? Is it going to be tied into Agents of Shield?
I don't know. I hope
No.
so. Oh, it's not?
I don't know.
Oh, I hope so.
You do hope so.
I do. I hope I see some more of Chloe Bennett. That's my girl.
Yeah, we still got some shirts
Yeah.
available. So
If
hit
you
us
want
up.
one, yeah, hit us up
Message us.
on Facebook
Yeah, we'll
or
get you-
Twitter.
We'll get you something.
or the IG.
Hey, and if you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend, these things come in handy. I'm just saying.
You don't get the mannequin with it.
Oh,
no.
you don't?
I'm just saying you can buy one yourself.
Oh well, yeah. Go buy yourself a mannequin girlfriend.
And put the Nerds to Men shirt on there.
Yeah.
Yes, please do.
You
Don't
look
send us
sexy in your
pictures
Nerds
now.
Dementia.
Yeah, we don't wanna see
We don't,
that.
Yeah. Putting the lotion on the basket.
It puts a lotion on the skater, else it gets the house again.
I'm done.
And that's the end.
This has been a Nerds to Men production.